Does this every time. Does this every time. Alright. Alright. This phone is very swiftly becoming the one piece of technology I think will need to be replaced first. And I'm also not thrilled with our phone carrier. That's how we're going to start off this live. Technology is pissing me off. Whoever fucked with Thrill of the Fight 2 really pissed me off. Excuse me, there's no recovery now? In the gameplay, you just, as soon as you hit the ground, you get back up and then get your dick kicked in again and again by people that really have no skill set. They're just fucking laying into you with punches that really have no ties with real fighting. Whoever fucked with Thrill of the Fight 2 needs to be fired. They need to hire somebody better. It was fun, but now I'm just going to be playing it for the exercise and not for ranking up because that's bullshit. Oliver, no. I know that you got let out not that long ago. Get away from the door. Alright, so let's get going on these animals. I'm still a little bit sweaty from the gameplay. Hey, Eileen. Or is it Eline? I'm so confused. Never been too good with names. Okay, so we got all these boxes here. Kind of need to be broken down. Oh, Eileen. I take it everybody gets your name wrong? Yeah, same here. People seem to think that my name is spelled Hiram. I had a Spanish teacher that thought she needed to pronounce everything as if it was in Spanish. Calling me Hiram was not the best part of my day in school. It's very weird. Excuse me. I'm not supposed to save these boxes, right? Alrighty then. Nothing. You know, for being tape that's made out of a paper-like substance, this shit does not want to go and break very easily. Alright. Don't move all of them. Alright. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get to the good stuff. We don't have to go and water the blueberry patch today, because I'm pretty sure it was 2 inches underwater by the time I got fucking done with it yesterday. So, we should be good. Primarily due to the fact that St. Helens, the place in which I reside in Oregon, has parts of the community that are pretty much dirt that was brought in to sit on the bedrock. So you have like maybe 4 feet of dirt, bedrock, and when you go and you saturate the ground with water, everything, and then it stagnates. So you gotta be careful. Oh my god.
What?
Legs is out. All right. So for those that don't know, Legs is our pre-molt Theraphosa apophysis. Theraphosa apophysis are a species of terrestrial, tropical, New World tarantulas that typically like to reside under the ground, especially when they are super young. Hey, Blue Rock. You usually don't get a very good look at them outside of captivity, unless you're one of those people that goes and sticks stuff down in holes to, you know what? I should probably work on my phrasing. That's my bad. Oops. Luckily, this is an adult chat, so those moments won't be ridiculed too fucking much. Okay? Alright. Don't look at me like, oh my god, Duchess is freaking honed in. Alright, Durs, have a good night, get some sleep. Duchess is honed in her skill with the sad puppy dog eyes. And she's trying to rule the house with the sad puppy dog eyes. Right, Duchess? Yeah. The puppy. Duchess, what are you doing? And Oliver's just like, I want attention too, Dad. Dad, hi, Dad. Give me scritches, Dad. He can't help himself. He whines more than I do. I don't even know how that's... Oh no, I know so, brat. Alright. So. Come here. This is a Theraphosa apophysis. And that is kind of a stress curl. But you know, I would be forever stressed if I had a badonkadonk that size in comparison to my body. Could you imagine having to carry that globe? Oh, we got 5 legs! Imagine having to carry that globe around with you. Let's see what the inside of her den looks like. I think that's just webbing. I can't quite be sure. If she comes out instantly, if she comes out and molts on the top, I'll be even happier, because if she molts on the top, it means it'll be easily accessible. And being easily accessible is kind of the name of the game. It would be great to get her molt into some resin soon. Instantly. Oh, I can't be that bad. What do you mean can't be that bad? What are we talking about? Did I say something and then forgot I said something? That's going to happen a lot today. Duchess, get... You know better. Get out of here. Get out of here. No, go. Get. Oh, shit. I'm dealing with tarantulas. You cannot be doing this. Come on. Laying in the middle of the room. Big booty bad. No, that is that bad. Look at that. Look at that. You gotta be kidding me. That can't be that bad. That is almost a perfect circle. Perfect circle. She's just like, oh my god, get it off me. Phrasing. But you can see that her environment is kind of drying out. What we do As we come over here, grab our mister. Use it a couple of times. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm starting to realize why I like the tripod so much. Luckily, she didn't defecate in her dish this time. You're fine. Don't fucking kick your urticating hairs at me. I have got to take care of your cage. You're fine. Now, this reaction is fairly typical. Theraphosa tarantula do not like to be meddled with. They will react negatively to being breathed on. They will react negatively to their environment being jostled too much. And of course, they will react negatively to being hit. Are you okay? What boo-boo did you make? Hold on. I gotta put the lid back on the tarantula before we go and do some shit, because you never know when the tarantula is gonna want to go for a walk. Let's go this way. Where's the... Is it hardened?
It's not on.
Oh, okay. No. Where's the other leg?
I don't know. It was like that when I grabbed it.
Where's the cardboard that they were on?
Over there.
Oh, okay. I see what happened. Okay, so...
Should I still use those bolts?
Yeah. What you do is you do your best to get the legs close to where they would be. That's all you can do. Sorry. It's not that big of a boo-boo. Okay, it's a very dry piece. See that? This is my wife's workstation.
I'm a very messy worker.
But look at the tarantula molt she's working on over there. Beautiful, honey. And look at this box of gloriousness. So much yes.
And that's the Noah Stacks bottle.
That one right there, the gold one?
Yep. I molded that this morning.
Look at that. She got skills that pay the bills.
Hopefully. I'm gonna try something. Maybe I can use UV resin the legs on.
If you want to try it, go for it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. They're tarantula molds. Generally speaking, tarantula molds don't stay together that well. Now, can you see? Or do we need to get that wet again and splay it open?
If you want it ready for this weekend, no, don't do it.
Alright, well, do your best to open that up if you can. If you can't, I understand. Okay, so, back to the Theraphosa. Theraphosa don't make for good pets that you can hold. Most tarantulas don't make for good pets that you can hold. That is just the name of the game. It's the same as owning fish. You don't go into a fish tank and try to consistently hold them. It's the same as owning plants. You don't constantly want to go and touch the plants because the oils on your hand can damage the plants. You know, you might hurt the plants just by interacting with them. You never know. So, it's the same general idea that goes along with owning tarantulas. Now, there are some species that handle interaction a little bit better. Our Lasiodora parahabana used to let me pet its abdomen. I don't know if she'll let me do it anymore. New molt, new spider kind of thing. Haven't tried it. She's up against the side of the cage, but she has been moving around quite a bit. So let's get on with the next animal. You're fine. Okay. So this next tarantula, by the way, today is not a workout day. If you're waiting for me to work out, I might, depending on how I feel, do my push-ups tomorrow. But outside of that, workouts generally aren't until the weekend. We'll see. Look at this big, beautiful girl. This is a green bottle blue tarantula. Now we're going to refrain from, I think, misting today because I think we did it yesterday. We have food for her prey items in that corner, and we've watched her mess with the mat that she's put down right here, and she's also matted up over here. Her general living condition changes sporadically day by day. Sometimes she'll want to go into the log. That would be typical behavior for a tarantula. Other times she'll come out and just be front and center where we can see her. This tarantula here is a confirmed female, as was the Theraphos apophysis you guys just saw. These creatures make for some pretty decent pets. They are more of a viewing pet, not so keen on being handled, as I described before. They, generally speaking, are safer than owning. Duchess!
Yes, they are safer.
Duchess! You just got in trouble for this! Get out of here while I'm dealing with the other animals. Don't. Hi, Mimi. Don't get lovey-dovey. Go. No, go on. Duchess, go on. Oliver, no. If I just kicked her out of the room, you get kicked out too. Go on. Go on. Don't act like you can't step over a kitten. You do it all the time. And you little monster. It's Alf! That's weird. I didn't hear the intro. Huh. You gotta talk to your producer about that. There needs to be some wacky music that comes on. Now, green bottle blue tarantulas are considered partially arboreal. They will go and make nests on the ground, but generally speaking, they like to live in clumps of grass or up in shrubbery. Their environment is typically drier than a lot of the other tarantulas coming out of South America. They are primarily from a Venezuelan peninsula that tends to get a lot of wind. So you miss them every other day to every 3 days. Do that, and you should be good. This critter, are you okay? Where's the middle tongs? I'm gonna do a welfare check. You okay? Okay, he's okay. He's just enjoying his time above ground. Oh God, what did Alf say now? I think we need an adult. We need an adult. I need to call some form of HR. Maybe the FBI. I do not feel safe anymore. Alf has taken a rather grapey turn, and I do not appreciate his fruity behavior. You're okay, child. Jesus fucking Christ on a cracker! Fucking, I was taking care of the centipede, right? And I look down and I see something moving next to the cage in a similar manner as the centipede. And I just about have a full-blown panic attack, even though I know the centipede is right in front of me. It was the fucking cat's tail. That's how tired I am, guys. Hopefully I sleep like the dead tonight. Fucking tired as shit. You're okay, child. We'll get your cage taken care of. Yeah, I know. Thank you, buddy. I do appreciate it. It might be why we're getting so many views tonight. For those who are new here, this is kind of what we do. We do, I swear to fucking God, honey. These animals right here are found across the world. They're not sure exactly why the Vietnamese centipedes are so prolific when it comes to being in every tropical environment, but they seem to find them everywhere. This critter is damn near a foot long, if not a foot long. And because of the tropical environment in which we've given it above ground, because it's so freaking humid in this house, this little blessed creature has decided to spend the majority of its time above ground, which is great because you guys now get to view it and you guys now get to enjoy it. If this critter was not happy above ground, it would automatically start burrowing. But we know, no, it's not looking for food. If it was looking for food, it would have eaten the roach. It's just enjoying itself. I literally researched it because I was starting to panic. I was just like, oh my God, why is my centipede going from under the ground to on top of the ground? And they're just like, sometimes centipedes just like to be where the action is, And I was just like, that's not what I read the last time I went looking for answers. I heard that they were antisocial pet holes who never come out to say hi. And now it's doing anything but staying underground. You should have some new eyes coming in. Oh my God! Did you mention on the post that it's not really relevant to tornadoes? The only thing close to being a tornado is your overall demeanor and vibe here. Throwing everybody me for a freaking spin with the fucking crazy shit you post. I swear to God. I need to do something called a damage control or some shit like that.
Yeah, you're way past it.
Yeah, I know. It's mostly... By the way, thank you for the 7th like. I really do appreciate it. Makes me all tingly on the inside. And Alf, I don't mean it in a way that you're going to appreciate it. Yeah, I know you hit freaking 1,500. You know how that makes me feel? Alf, I've been struggling for so long on YouTube to find. Don't ruin this for me. No, you're killing my vibe. You're killing my vibe. Maybe I should open the door and let you go for a walk. Get out of here. I did. I really did. No! What? There's no fireworks! What is your problem? I don't give a fuck! Where? No, no. No! Where's the water?
Where do you put it?
I put the water somewhere? Oh, it's right there. Oliver. Come with me and we'll dream of a world of wild isolation where the dogs cannot breed aggravation.
I swear,
All right. Oh my fucking god, my legs. Oh. Okay. Where's my puppies? Come here. Come here. Oh, my Oliver. My Oliver. This is what they wanted. What do we got here? The Tangled Cannon. What is this? What is this? Trying to get in the way? Huh? You are an attention whore. You want all of the attention to yourself. It's not fair to Oliver, who's the one that got me down here in the first place. Ah! Oliver! Oliver! Come here. Come here. Come here. Your baby! Oh. We have chasers in Australia and other... Hold on. Fucking, what did you just say to me? I'm so confused. Took a year and a half. Chasers in Australia and other countries. Ah! It's a nerd gathering! A nerdering. Oh, okay. This does not look the best. Hey, what's this? Oh, oh, go get it!
Just jump over him.
No.
I guess you tried to.
Duchess! Arr!
Alright, huh?
Yeah,
Well, one mold's gonna be ready tomorrow.
okay.
The other one, hopefully tomorrow evening. Or actually, no, it won't be ready tomorrow evening. It'll be ready Friday morning.
So I take it you don't joke with them like you joke with us. Alright, here we go. Ugh. Ah. Well, of course they got chasers in freaking Texas. Texas is just on the border of freaking Tornado Alley. It's just right there. All right. Where the fuck is the female? I don't see her on the top of the cage. How's it going, newcomers? For those that followed Alf's mysterious to this YouTube Be forewarned, Alf, who goes by a different name, does not act in the manner that you are used to. He is not socially acceptable. Okay? Understand this before you witness his deplorable behavior. Because it will shock you to your core. Whoop. Now, I don't see the female. So, we're going to play a game called Where the Bitch Be? I wish. If you drink enough alcohol like I used to, you get these things called moogs, or middies, and it's about as close to getting tits as you can possibly get as a dude. Without plastic surgery. Yeah, so there is hope. It's just not for the dream that you're looking for. Oh, there she is. Right in the back here. There's our female. That's Galorum. And she has been a busy beaver. Look at this. They wouldn't bounce correctly. Got it. However, does get a lot of laughs when you're a kid running through the bus parking area. Had you ever, as a child, had one of your friends' mothers roll down their window and yell, "Get that boy a spora!" Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Fine.
Nice.
I grabbed the other card.
Okay. Lotus says, "Hi, Mrs. Critter."
Hi.
So this is our male, Monocentropas balfour. These critters are from Yemen. What is your problem? Oh, you need a pen. I don't have one on me.
Shocker.
These critters are a terrestrial tarantula from Yemen. They are a smaller species, but their venom is just a little bit more potent. The male here, the one with the wonky leg, is approximately 6 years old. He is really old for a male tarantula, even for a balfouri. Alf, I've already told you, that just sounds so fucking uncomfortable. I know that you have a fascination with chandeliers and crystal balls.
Ladies bedazzle down there sometimes.
Why? Why?
Multicolored.
Why would a lady want their cooter to be bejeweled, bedazzled? Are they expecting to hit it with a light and have a full light show bounce off of it? Ladies and gentlemen, her crotch. What the fuck is going on in this world?
That's been happening for a long time.
That doesn't help it.
It's actually called the jazzing.
Why? I understand the Brazilian wax. I understand it.
Some people bejewel a little heart, I guess.
Could you imagine going and having your romantic evening start and having it end with the dude just like, "I'm sorry, there's just too much friction down there. I think I got a jewel stuck in a place that I need to go see a proctologist about." No. Oh my God, why? Feel the rainbow? It feels like a fucking nightmare. And it's all in my head right now. God damn it. I'd have people asking why I'm walking funny. God. Well, that depends entirely on the person that you're with. Some people do not like having the lights on. Which is great because fumbling in the dark is so much fucking fun. No wonder she wound up turning out to kill people. Anyway. Yes, it was that one. Are we fucking salmon now? It's okay, guys. It's okay. She got her gems in chartreuse, okay? That way she's good and flashy for the run.
What kind of snacks should we get this weekend at Benny?
I would like to get something a little bit healthy. Can't keep showing up with nothing but pure sugar in a bag.
Crackers?
I wish we had some jerky. Have an insecurity bedazzle it.
I'm not gonna bedazzle my very insecure spots.
If someone has shortcomings, how the fuck is bedazzling it supposed to make it better? Wouldn't you want to draw the attention away from that location? She already has to bust out a magnifying glass. Don't give her something to compare the size to, okay? It's like, oh, Becky, it was a terrible night. The bedazzle jewel was bigger than his tool. It was not good.
Yeah, just shake a bunch of glitter down there and say it's fairy dust.
That way, when she queefs, you'll have a magical experience. Sparkles everywhere. God, the pap smear is going to be so fun the next time around. There's so much of it!
No, fun. In one of my Cosmo magazines, I actually read where a lady was getting ready to go see her doctor, a male-based gynecologist, to get a check.
Yeah.
And she didn't have time to shower, so she sprayed down there with some of her body spray. I guess when the doctor went down there, he started chuckling. She didn't realize it, but she grabbed glitter body spray. I think it was in one of my Cosmo magazines. 99% sure.
Just can't with reality. Sparkly roast beef curtains might be fun. Haha, yes. Because nothing makes dismay go away like watching the sparkly beef curtain sway. I'm going to hell. Straight to hell. Our new Arby's menu. Oh.
What else do you think?
You can't beat our meat. You want to bet? End the commercial right there. I have no idea. We have a bunch of energy drinks. We have an ungodly amount. All right.
Right,
Look at her. Looks like she's digesting that food pretty well. Hi, pretty lady. What you doing? Yep. There we go. She was very gassy. Very gassy. Oh, no. No. Wait. Like, are we talking face, right? The fucking scorpion, okay? The scorpion's gassy. Fuck did I put my... Where's my flashlight? Where did you put it? And you're not supposed to be in here. Get the fuck out of here. Duchess. Go. Now I've got 2 dogs in here. Duchess. Go. Oliver, go. I have a cage open. Get out of here.
That's just like I can't see her.
It's called Beauty's in the Eye of the Beholder. Get the... No! Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Don't even think about it. Matter of fact, don't even think. Just sit right there and be stupid. Where? Okay, there it is. No. It's like when somebody asked me if I wanted to get a Prince Albert. I said, fuck no. No, thank you. I have... It's a little bit lower down the shop, I believe. I would rather go and have a Brazilian wax than ever have a needle go anywhere near my schlong, okay?
So, hon,
What?
I'm thinking for snacks, see what kind of fruit, like veggies they have in small containers,
Okay.
and maybe a thing or 2 of Cheez-Its.
The little old man in the rowboat. Critter's lost cause. He hasn't found it. Why did I turn that back on? So this right here is the chemical reaction that occurs between a black light and the exoskeleton of a scorpion. It's one of the easiest ways to find a scorpion out in the wild, because all scorpions will fluoresce under black light so long as they are post-molt by 3 days. Look at that. And the effects can be seen with the flashlight way the fuck over my head. No, I'm sorry, Mimi. Yeah, I remember having to deal with something similar at the hospital while I was with my lovely wife. I don't know what the fuck happened. It had to be something that I ate prior to me getting to the hospital, because it started to pop off like the night before. You know, right before we fell asleep, I was not feeling too good, and then I was just super nauseous. What? What?
You got a lot more sleep than I did.
Well, yeah, that's because the doctors were in there fucking messing with you.
Also, I kept having to get up and use the bathroom.
Well, you did have an infection of the urinary tract kind. Why does that not surprise me, Alf? Why does that not surprise me? You're fine. This little shit is throwing a conniption fit. Alright. So this is our... I don't even think I introduced you guys. Those who are new here. This is our Asian forest scorpion. She looks pregnant, but in reality she's just fat. She's looked this way before, and then she digests it, and she gets skinny again. And she's just enjoying her life here in captivity. We've given her a flat surface to hide in and plenty of dirt in case she gets another wild hair up her butt. We don't know, but we're pretty sure she's never molted in captivity. You never know, maybe she's gearing up for it. She's been spending more time out and about recently. But I think that's because of the overall environment, the higher humidity in the house and whatnot. Like I said, would not surprise me personally. It is out for talking about. After some of the shit he says, yeah, I can see it. I don't want to see it, but I can see it. I'm too scared to get those done. Yeah. Just saying, if somebody has a problem with guys staring before getting your nips pierced, you're going to have a lot more of a problem after. That is a whole other fucking barrel of fish right there. Alf, I hate to break it to you, but girls' nipples tend to be a lot more sensitive than ours.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Then she don't mind when I play with yours.
Are you done? My dream catcher near my nipples hurt worse. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's much different for guys than it is for girls. From what I've been told, the same applies for getting kicked in the groin.
For what?
For the pain level. Yeah. If you get kicked in the groin, it hurts less for women than it does for guys.
Okay.
Because testicles. Now, it does hurt for women, especially if you go get kicked on the tequila worm. I think that's a good reference for it. But, yeah. Now, this is our Lasiodora parahabana. It is a tropical terrestrial tarantula, typically found in Brazil. They have that lovely abdomen of urticating hairs that they share in common with most, if not all, New World species tarantulas. Their venom is considered very mild. Their temperament, at least hers, has been very mild. She's a very chill tarantula, especially in her older years. I don't want some rando... Oh my god, Lotus. Yeah, this seems a little bit too personal to me, too. I definitely would not want that. I don't even like it when random people get too close to me. Like, personal space is kind of a must. Look at that. Now, urticating hairs do pose a very real problem to those that have sensitive lungs or sensitive skin. When the hairs get on your skin, it can cause a rash that is similar to what you'd have to deal with if you get fiberglass on your skin. If it gets into your airways and you have like asthma, you have an allergic reaction, you could die potentially. However, that's very rare. Hospitalization is less rare, but death via urticating hairs is extremely rare. Terrible. All right. So, it has occurred to me that here for our poem of the day, admittedly, the next poem was written in the middle of one of the hottest days this week. My information is only brought to you by stories that I have read, images that I have witnessed online. Oh. Is this my old one? This is my old one. This is my new one. Okay. I missed the poem last night. I could do it myself. Yeah, but the question is, why the fuck? Alright, hold on. Okay, the poem last night was on the botfly. I will go over it very quickly for you. The botfly better not try to plot a sly way to drop its fry where I might pop the fry I spy. And I know fry is not the term to throw when one goes to show info about this foe we owe for woe bestowed. Okay? But maggots are not thought to have the desire brought to be taught what some ought, because when one spots a plot fraught with larvae feared by a lot of folks, it's not sought. It's the larvae, they say, causes dismay when laid in prey displayed in a way that may leave the meek afraid, though all will evade this fly's escapades made to aid in the numbers game that aims to maim those these flies claim, in a way many blame for nightmares or mind frames, because they came to blame them for scores of videos of gore bore upon animals more adored than larvae tore from those poor creatures left sore. And the views from videos that pursue evidence that humans do get infected too by pests who flew to imbue a person or two with the few new parasites that grew. I messed up on the transition. We're lucky to steer clear of them here, as they appear where the cold can't interfere in their mission to position one with an imposition condition to have one call a physician. Staying content in a tropical environment where their time is spent trying to implement larvae scent that will cause lament. These pests don't directly mess with those blessed with maggots that nest in those now distressed by the, These pests don't directly mess with those blessed with maggots that nest in those now distressed by the issue which now rests. I confess I'm impressed by the indirect way these insects infect those who won't detect the transport they select to use to project offspring one would act to reject. They proceed to impede bloodsuckers who need to feed with eggs which lead to their seed dropping on those they'll see bleed. Whether the taxi set free to find thee is one you see, you'll be faced with a taste of inks placed by a fly out to deface those who embrace a warmer space. No, it doesn't. No. All right, so for tonight, give me a second. I will go and find us. Oh, damn it did it again. There it is. Me, because of injuries, I see that it may be decreed as worse than any other breed of men who feel the need to feed. The deed could lead to go freed at a speed most unprepared to see fled. Scars from tears caused by bites and to maim or claim the life. Whether your fingers or fins have a taste of the information of those who embrace transfers all space and honor. Their men tempt they spent with others intent to remain relevant to the cousin is made display maybe it was okay, here we go. Many see a chimpanzee and feel glee, but not me, because of injuries I see that may be decreed as worse than any other breed of mammal we feel the need to feed. Though that indeed could lead to go freed at a speed, most aren't prepared to see flare, and wouldn't dare have erred to share due to despair over how those spared from death bear scars from tears caused by bites everywhere. They aim to maim or claim a life if being tamed seems lame, and said game doesn't sit well in their mind frame. Whether your fingers or face, they have a taste that lays waste to those who'd embrace chimps placed in a space they're not meant to grace. They're meant to have days spent with others intent on remaining relevant to the wilds that invent ways to keep them content. Not pent where they'll have folks sent to the morgue if they vent discontent. You bet they will lay blows on those that they portray as causing dismay displayed, and whether angry or afraid, will splay you open in a way that may make others say, hey, maybe I best not have a chimp bought. Let's not be fraught with lessons we best not be taught, lessons brought by those who ought not have sought said plot. I think that I'm inclined to remain resigned to pets aligned, more so with benign designs I find have safety in mind. Boom. So, let's get down to the actual information, because I did not include some of the most pertinent information, like the wheres, the whys, the hows, the whats. Dude, you are very adorable. I know, but the answer is no. Headed to the store now, huh? There we go. We're looking up some information on these animals, because I was in the middle of a very warm day and I just did not do my due diligence. Come on. Actually, that might be the general information. Chimpanzees, also known as chimps, are great apes native to the forests and savannas of equatorial Africa. They are highly social animals that live in communities led by an alpha male and supported by other males. Chimpanzees are endangered due to hunting, habitat loss, and commercial exportation. Alright. Lower classifications: Eastern chimpanzee, Nigeria, Cameroon chimpanzee, omnivorous, of course. Chimpanzee strength. Chimpanzees are significantly stronger than humans, with some studies indicating that they are 1.5 to 2 times stronger in terms of muscle strength relative to their body mass. This is not a case of superhuman strength, but rather a difference in muscle fiber composition and overall muscle structure that favors dynamic strength and power. Yeah. So, chimpanzee. Attacks. Ooh. Yeah, you don't want to see the picture of people that have been attacked by chimpanzees. That is just... Whew. Why do chimpanzees attack the face and hands? Chimpanzees often attack the face and hands and genitals. That's disturbing, especially in attacks on humans, because these areas are vulnerable and offer opportunities for mutilation and dominance. Interspecies aggression, driven by factors like territorial disputes, competition for resources, or even perceived threats, can also lead to attacks on these body parts. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, go plug your phone in. What are you talking about? There's this magical thing that they invented specifically for this part. It's called a phone charger. You know what? Holy fucking shit, my legs! Oh, God! Fucking... okay.
What's wrong?
My legs hurt. It's called a phone charger. Use it. Anywho. Back to it. The outro is the same as the intro. That's the way it works around here. So enjoy. Many see a chimpanzee and feel glee, but not me, because of injuries I see that may be decreed as worse than any other breed of mammal we feel the need to feed. Though that indeed could lead to go freed at a speed most aren't prepared to see flare, and wouldn't dare have air to share due to despair over how those spared from death bear scars from tears caused by bites everywhere. They aim to maim or claim a life if being tame seems lame, and said game doesn't sit well in their mind frame. Whether your fingers or face, they have a taste that lays waste to those who'd embrace chimps placed in a space they're not meant to grace. They're meant to have days spent with others intent on remaining relevant to the wilds that invent ways to keep them content. Not pent where they'll have folks sent to the morgue if they vent discontent. You bet they will lay blows on those that they portray as causing dismay displayed, and whether angry or afraid, will splay you open in a way that may make others say, "Hey, maybe I best not have a chimp bought. Let's not be fraught with lessons we ought not be taught, lessons brought by those who ought not have sought said plot. I think I'm inclined to remain resigned to pets aligned, more so with benign designs I find. Have safety in mind." Again. No, fuck. Oh, God. Charge your cord. Use it. Now that we've got that over, let's go take care of the other animals. See, it's 9:48. we might actually wrap this up on time. So, that boxing game's fucking got my inner thighs hurting like a motherfucker. And I got my dick kicked in twice today. Twice. It was bad. God awful. Whew.
Oh,
What?
I need those skull molds that you still have the plants in this weekend.
Why?
To sell?
They're mine now. Okay. And I love that you love it here. Now, let's move on. Whew. Okay. Oh, she's in her den. Fuck, that sucks. All right. So this next critter is a Brazilian white knee tarantula. Are you gonna come out and say hi, baby girl? Here she comes. I'm back with a charger. Hey! Look at you. Adulting and shit. Now, again, yesterday I did my research. I've already researched this critter once before because we were picking her up. But this critter is... Oh, you guys are going to be out tomorrow, right? Crickets?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sweetie. This critter is another tropical terrestrial tarantula. Yesterday we went through and found that there was mold under the water dish, so we did a massive spot cleaning. You can see where that happened. She seems to be very, very keen on being active and laying webbing, which is good to see. It means that she is not super stressed out. However, that abdomen's looking a little bit on the small side. We're hoping that she'll be eating tomorrow. The snakes don't eat this weekend, do they? I don't think so. Now, she personally seems... I'm craving elots. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to look it up. Because he has a way of traumatizing me. This creature in particular seems to like it when the cage kind of dries out in the evening, so we don't hit it hard like we do with other cages, which really makes it odd that the mold seemed to be going so crazy in her cage. Like, what the fuck? She gets hit with the least amount of water and turns out having the most amount of mold underneath that water dish. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. It's too corny for you. God. You're fine. Oh, girl, I am so sorry that scared you. I don't think she understands what an apology is. What was that? Wolf probably wants to go back into the bedroom so he can get some treats again. This is Elasiocyano sazamai, once commonly referred to as a Pteranopelma sazamai. These guys fell victim to the name game that I blame upon those with a rather weak mind frame. Yes. What?
It's already hard, but it's very hot.
Hot?
It heats up, that's how it
Are you talking about the tarantula?
Yep.
Ooh.
The big one.
I thought we weren't finishing that till we write on it.
I decided I can always cover it with a little bit of UV resin.
What?
Wherever you write, and cover that with some UV resin.
Honey, I was going to do it in the middle so it looked like floating writing. It's too late now, I guess.
We could do it at the other one. Sorry, I was just trying to get it done.
Followed by some pun. I have no idea what you're saying. In any case, the common name for these tarantulas. You motherfucker! You did not eat your food. Is the Brazilian blue violet. They are another tropical terrestrial tarantula. Now, if you are wondering how to tell whether your tarantula is been or is currently stressed, look no further than the abdomen. See that right there? How it's rather bald? Yes. That occurs when the tarantula goes and kicks a majority. Would you? I fucking hate this phone so much. Let's make a phone that won't zoom in, kids. That'll definitely make people want to use our shit. In any case, see how there is a bald spot right there? That is what you look for when you're trying to discern whether your tarantula is stressed out or not. At least when it comes to New World terrestrial tarantula, well, not terrestrial, New World tarantulas, because they're the ones that typically have urticating hairs. Doesn't matter whether they're terrestrial or arboreal. If they're New World, the likelihood is they have urticating hairs that they will throw at you and make you itchy. Not a badonk, it's a badink. Yes, itty bitty booty problems. This is typical in males, especially older males. They will eat less and focus more on trying to find a mate, usually running themselves ragged. Also, males tend to have a ganglier build anyway. Generally speaking, male tarantulas are used for one thing and one thing only. Wait, two things and two things only. Procreating and masticating. Anybody who knows what masticating means knows that it means eating upon. Munching. As females, after they go and do the dirty, will eat the males. This right here is our Harpagdira pulchripes male sitting in his den upside down. There we go. Now he's right side up. He is a small boy. He's tiny. That's why he's in a tiny cage. It suits him. His leg span is no wider than a typical house spider, like the species house spider here in the United States. Quite large if it were loose in the house. You guys are making each other hungry, and I just feel ignorant over here because I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. It's food of some kind, I know that. I know that. Ugh. Now, I know what tortillas are, okay? Woo, almost dropped the lid. That would have been bad. Or could be bad. Oh, there he is, right there. Now, this is our other Lasiociano Sazamai. He's got more of a pronounced Buddha. Look at that booty. Hey, buddy. What you doing? You're the one that threw up the threat pose not that long ago. Wanted to give me the business, huh? Yeah, you did. You wanted to throw hands. Now, these cages are still a little bit moist. because the humidity inside the house is a little higher than we want it, we're not going to go and add more humidity to it by hitting cages with spritz that they don't need. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but like, about ready to have a standing nap attack. My wife's gonna walk in, I'm gonna be sleeping on the floor. What the fuck? That's what your female relatives are for? Well, that depends entirely on whether they know how to cook. I can take this off because I'm no longer... Ouch, you motherfucker. Ow, it was still on the bottom of my foot. By the way, for those who don't know, because not all of you follow me on Facebook, I've had my... Thought it felt like resin. I've had my Skechers sneakers for approximately 2 weeks now. It took 2 weeks to wear a hole through the insoles of work boots. Not happy about that. Okay. My Mexicans fry bread, not tortillas. Oh. So these are dubia roaches. That right there is what their molt, not mold, but molt looks like. The females have shinier carapaces. The males have wings. The juveniles are gray. They like fish flakes. And I walked a total of 14 miles today. Which is probably another reason why I am just low on energy. You might be asking yourself, why walk 14 miles in one day? And the answer is very simple. It is. I like food. I like food that you're not supposed to eat when you're trying to lose weight. I consume calories like your average American. Unlike your average American, I go and I put in an effort to burn said calories in a way that seems absolutely obscene to some people. And I don't mean doing the hanky spank because that's not obscene to most people these days. I mean putting my feet to the pavement while I'm at work, while I'm keeping an eye on things, and hoofing it 4 miles at a time. Generally speaking, it's between 10 and 12. However, today I noticed that I was creeping up on 14, and I threw the fuckets to the wind and went to work. For those coming through our live tonight, make sure that you go and seek out Tornhub on Facebook. It does not have a P, it has a T, and it's all about tornadoes and storm chasing. Do you want information pertaining to large storms across the United States and or other countries? Tornhub. Do you want to go and see said tornadoes in videos? Tornhub.
Emphasis on the T.
Emphasis on the T. Do you want to go and see women go crazy? That requires the P and not the T, and that's usually on Google search after you use...
so is Tornhub an actual website?
It's not a website. It's a page on Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, as a superhuman. Yeah, okay. Okay. You can just calm down now. I can only curl 50 pounds. Alright. I'm not jacked up like some of the other weightlifting guys online. Fucking guys over there curling 100 pounds, and I'm just like, bro, how does your arm even stay on at that point? That should be a physical impossibility. You're built like a brick house, sir. Calm down. Okay, here we go. No hope.
Hun,
Yeah.
is that water bottle empty?
Yeah.
Can you bring it to me?
Yeah.
If it hurts, don't do it.
I've gotta. Never mind. I've gotta bend down to pick things. I almost said bend over. That's the last thing Alf needs to hear. It's like an invitation for him. He's just like, "Where's your address, sir?" He's like, "Oh, you're bending down? I'm gonna take you pound town. Oh, that. Giggity, giggity."
Oliver's like, what, Dad? Maybe what? When you're done,
Oh. All right. So these, oh my god, you motherfuckers. Guess tomorrow I'm gonna have to find the freaking, yeah. Oh fuck. Wait, are you daydreaming over Alf? This is weird stuff. I don't know about this. Kids, you're in your fucking water dish. God damn it. You don't have gills. Fucking stop it. There you go. Okay, so these, can you pass me the fish flakes? So these are orange head roaches. Generally speaking, just babies. We go and take the adults out and we make them go bye-bye in the most humane way possible. Nope, I just had a flashback. Okay, because it seemed like it was getting a little weird there.
What happened?
Oh, kind of sounded like a certain somebody was daydreaming. Oh my god. Kid, this is why you can't be in the middle of the room.
Oh, look at that face.
I don't care. That's not fair. That face is not fair. No! 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 Oh, fucking... Those were my nuts! My nuts!
Purchase is like $5.
No, no! Keep those paws on the floor! No, 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 no! No, no, no! Nope, 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 nope!
He thinks it's a game now.
Yeah, well, so long as his paws are on the floor, I'm safe. Here, here, here. You want the fucking toy? Want the fucking toy? Go get the fucking toy. Did I get that on fucking camera? Did I really get that on camera? She fucking jumped into the side of the fucking chair, bounced off of it, grabbed the toy. Okay. Wow. My nuts hurt, but I did just watch Duchess like plant herself into the side of the chair.
She did a little, what was it?
Ba-
Parkour.
Fucking bounce off. She didn't go over it. She jumped into it, like straight into the armrest.
Did she get the toy?
Hi, Ray Mousa. She did get the toy. All right, Oliver, move. Oliver, move. Okay.
I was supposed to make an extra set of skulls
Well, if you want to,
tomorrow.
if you want to work on it together, with the little bit of time that we have left, we can try to paint some.
No, those kind of skulls. Here, no, you will see. No, you will see.
Yeah, we can still paint those, like the back of the skulls. Okay. Okay. Ah!
Duchess is like, yeah.
Okay, you want some too? You guys have a good night. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.